real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 57.
He'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
65.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
21. Here we go.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This is Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 57 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
56. Mike. 50. Bravo. 56. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. No.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check. He's checking. Crash. Back. Watch twist.
Throwing now is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Hey, seam 6. Record. 54 is Mike. Sunday. 54. Watch 54. Corky, 82, Corky. Watch QB drop. Shit.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, exit.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. 71 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
57 to Mark.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Here's Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman. 65 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check 24, check 24. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Watch twist, watch twist.
57. Here, shift.
Check Mike 54, Mike 54.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Escaping the pressure right. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Let's find 7.
Check, lucky. 25, check 25, check 25. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 13, check 13.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4 kill.
54 is Mike. Check, watch the
57. Rip.
Pick up the ball. You got tight right there. Check.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Undercrush.
Kill.
Check your hot read.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's 5'4. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge.
Hey, rip 5-2, out here.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Man 5-7.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 54.
Black.
54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Switch. He's coming.
Great 15.
On play action, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Shift. Hey, Buck.
10. Check.
Greystone, travel.
Check 43.
Hey, 74.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, me and you on.
Go.
I'm coming after you. Watch twist.
Man 5-7.
Now a play fake. Wentz being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Staying open.
Check other side, solid.
31. Check 31. Shoot. Check 90.
Great.
Check 99.
Wait,
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
On first down, it's Coleman, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
White.
Coleman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. On third down, here's Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
One, Omaha.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. On third down, it's Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go.
And that's caught inside the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Hey, Haywood! Here, shift.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Wentz on third down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll run it with Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out?
Halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check.
Topper!
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Flush to his right. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Kill. Out.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Quan Alexander getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Win 5-3.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Aguilar. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go. 180! Black, come on.
54. Hey, what's the ball?
What's that?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers.
Watch the shot.
Another run here with Sanders. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got him in. Open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120! Lefty.
Double dog. That's the way. Slam.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Lefty.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz forced out to his left. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 54. I'm coming for you.
Here's Wentz to throw. And they're going to get him. 28. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth-quarter do-or-die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 67 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Kill. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. Fresno. Switch. Whip. Watch the whip. He's checking.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Run.
On play action, Wentz. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
This 5-7. Hey, Lou.
Watch the ship.
Watch that.
Kill.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Coleman on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not good. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third down, Coleman. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. But a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
82-14. Hey, Echo. Ram.
Let's get off the field, D.
Check. Crunch.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Check the backer.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
87. Hey, Charlie.
Check, Mike, 54.
Throwing is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are back within a single score.
5.
Wentz now to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. This is Coleman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wide open, now second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Tight down. There you go.
Check it.
One.
Joker.
Small. That's right, 57. What's that?
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back that. 180. Man, 5-7.
Man, that's trash. 36.
Great 15.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Run.
Pull it together. Switch.
From the red zone now, Wentz steps away, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They should have known.
Here we go. 180.
57 is Mike. Mike 57. Watch the screen.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn